is a news show.
Hello, my name is Philip DeFranco. It is Tuesday, the 14th of December, and let's start this shindig off with a few comments. Yeah. From the Kraken Bros, who says, I don't understand why Americans complain so much about gas prices when Canada has it worse, or at least in Montreal. Well, Special K, it is most likely because it sucks for us. Granted, in your part of the world it may be worse, but as an American, we're used to something better. For example, if my penis was 7 inches, and your penis was 4 inches, and for reasons beyond my control, my penis shrunk to 5 inches, I'd be like, shit, why is my penis 5 inches? This sucks. And then you would complain, well, hey, you have no reason to complain. My penis is 4 inches. To which I would respond, and then go on to explain that the reason I'm complaining is because I'm used to so much better. And hopefully we would reach a mutual understanding that even though my situation is better than yours, you could understand why I'm upset. Moving on to a related thing that mattered to me. It's been snowing in Paris and some people were like, hey, you know what we should do? Rake the snow outside of the Eiffel Tower to make it look like there's a giant penis there. And at first, I thought it was Photoshop, but people have called the shop on the bottom floor of the Eiffel Tower and yeah, it's there. And since it's really not causing any damage, except to maybe a male ego or two, the ground crew is just gonna get to it whenever they can. In super happy fun time news, North Korea has threatened nuclear war. Yay! Saying that if the already tense situation between North Korea and South Korea gets any worse, that it may bring nuclear war to the region, which would suck to ever shoot a nuke that close to your home. And also, all the people you'd kill. That'd be a bad thing. But of course, it has people talking about what would happen if North Korea shot off a nuke. Would that result in an endgame scenario? Endgame scenario being someone shoots a nuke, everyone else shoots a nuke at them, and then everyone that's partnered with North Korea, nobody would help out. Except maybe China. But even China's like, North Korea, you crazy. So of course, remember, at any moment in time, you could die! Or not. So just enjoy that pastry. Next up is a story that kind of makes sense, but doesn't make sense to me. You know, it's been snowing in Chicago, and some of the kids there were like, hey, let's build a snowman in the middle of the road, because we're assholes. And so they did that, and then they proceeded to videotape people trying to go around the snowman or nearly crashing into the snowman until a bus crossed over lanes and slammed through it. Obviously, unnecessary if there were children in the bus, but at the same time, most likely helpful to the accident that would have eventually happened. Now, once the unidentified Jagovs uploaded this video to the internet, somehow school officials found it, and they pressured the bus driver to resign, which I think is bullshit. Because what I see is a bus driver taking the situation into their own hands and preventing a possible crash. There were no other cars on the road, but of course with ice, you never know if there's black ice, and it's a kind of an on-the-fence story, mixed with shades of gray. And that's got me wondering, what do you think? Do you think the bus driver deserved to lose her job, or no? Let me know why. And then of course we move on to a douchebag of the day, which involves and I've never heard of this before, volunteer bouncer for a bar. Main reason I've never heard of that is because it doesn't exist. It was just some Jagov with a taser, like to push people around at a bar. And the bar people were like, hey, could you stop being an asshole? And he was like, okay. And then he got in a fight with someone and then tased them. But Phil, obviously this guy who is an upstanding gentleman and not a completely lame piece of shit person who has to act like an authority figure to make up for some terrible deformity with his penis, he must have had a reason, and yes, it was because the guy had a backwards hat on. Well, as long as it's justified. The guy has, of course, been arrested for assault and 3 counts of douchebaggery, so that, of course, mattered to me because I like to see people that suck to make myself feel better about myself. It's one of my favorite hobbies. But guys, of course, that's most everything that mattered to me today. If you want to check out any of those stories, or a super special featurette on the movie Suck-a-Punch, or a video of me answering one of your questions in the vloggy, click on those links down below. And of course, as always, my name is Philip DeFranco, and you've just been filled in. And I will see you tomorrow.
The mission is to decimate what is holding them back so that they can be triumphant.
Suck! But he did. He was still a good guy. Except that he went from like swinging me around at the park to slap boxing.